SR&BG, Willy Wonka in the Melanin Factory. I mean, Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. That's what my guy called it. He called it Willy Wonka in the Melanin Factory. He said that Willy Wonka, he was creating melanin. Now, I'm going to tell you all about it, man. I told you that once you start vibing high, once you start breaking out these programs, you're going to start seeing with your spiritual eyes, and you're going to see that everything, everything. Let's just talk about TV and the movies. Everything is a story about the chosen. Now, 2 days ago, I ain't have nothing to do, and my daughters got the TV on Disney, and Tangled came on, Rapunzel. Now, Rapunzel, Tangled, the movie, it done played 1,000 times in my house before, and I never sat down and looked at it. I'm really not the type of guy to watch princess movies and Disney type of movies. I did the Happy Feet, because my sons and stuff like Happy Feet. Do the Transformers and the G.I. Joes and all of that, but when it come to Tangled, I just walk by, I ignore it. But the other day, as it was on, I really watched it, and I'm like, wow, Rapunzel is the chosen. The whole movie Tangled is about the chosen. She got kidnapped because she has these powers to heal, just like all of the chosen. She was raised by this karmic mother that wanted to separate her and suppress her powers. The whole time, she was royal. She had royal parents. You hear what I'm saying? Just by her being around this witch, she was giving the witch youth, power. And if she was separated from the witch would start dying. That is the chosen in a nutshell, man. So let me talk about Willy Wonka in the Melanin Factory. Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. My God, he called it the Melanin Factory. You know what he said? He said, now that movie, besides The Wizard of Oz, that movie, Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, is the movie that all chosen must watch. This isn't just a regular movie. When they make movies, they are saying something. It's 2 types of people that watch movies. They make movies for 2 types of people. One person is just getting programmed. It's just entertainment. They watch The Matrix and they like how Neo dodged the bullets. They like the fight scenes and all of the graphics and stuff like that. And then there's another person that watches the movie to listen to the movie, because this is how they communicate. They communicate through the TVs. They communicate through the movies and stuff. And once you start seeing what they're saying, man, you start seeing it everywhere. You got to vibe higher, though. So let's talk about Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Now let's talk about Charlie. Charlie is the chosen. Charlie is humble. It seems like Charlie lives inside of poverty, right? If you ever watch the movie, you have to watch the movie. This movie is about the chosen. It says it all. It answers the question, why, man? Watch the movie and you will see that Charlie, his relatives all up in that little shack, they all low vibers. None of them even really stood on their feet. They was up in bed all day like depressed. But Charlie, he had faith because, see, Charlie is a chosen. And then one day, Willy Wonka in this movie represents God. Willy Wonka, he had these golden tickets, right? To where if you find these golden tickets, you get to go visit the magical melanin, the chocolate factory. So different kids start finding these tickets. And all of these kids had something in common. They was all spoiled. They was the total opposite of Charlie, man. These low vibers, these NPCs, these Johnnies, they are the total opposite of the Chosen. The Chosen is humble. That whole movie, Charlie was humble. These other little kids chewing bubblegum, shooting guns and stuff, not listening. The Most High said, don't touch nothing. But what did these little children do? They touched everything. They parents didn't care. They parents spoiled them, man. But Charlie kept his hands off. So here's the important part, right? In the beginning, Willy Wonka, he gave each one of them a thing, and this thing was called an everlasting gobstopper. If you Google how an everlasting gobstopper looks, it looks like a star. And it's called everlasting. No matter how much you eat it, suck on it and all that, it'll never end. It's like forever, right? So it looks like a star. So it's like he gave him a soul, right? And he told him, this thing right here that I'm about to give you, don't tell nobody, don't sell it or anything, because I have some competition. You see, the Most High have competition on the dark side. And he's forever trying to get the ingredients to the everlasting, God-stopping soul. That was the soul that Willy Wonka gave him. And you will see in the movie, there's this guy, this weasel. He wore glasses, man. He wore all black. And he'll come behind the kids and he'll whisper something in their ear, because Satan is the whisperer. He'll whisper all in your ear, man. And at the end of it, he wants the everlasting God stopper that all the damn children gave him. You see, they sold. They was too attached to the material. They got mesmerized by the songs of the Oompa Loompas. I told you that the Most High, he have NPCs too. The Oompa Loompas was the angels that keep heaven and all of that clean and flowing and running and all of that. That's their only job. That was the Oompa Loompas, the NPCs, the Most High NPCs. The Most High has Oompa Loompas floating around the throne saying praises to the Most High and hallelujah from before time to times in before that and all of that. They'll never stop. Those was the Oompa Loompas. You hear what I'm saying? So at the end, when all of these little kids sold they soul, at the end, right now, as the system is crumbling, you look around and everybody is NPCs and low vibers, and it's not a lot of Charlies. It's a lot of Johnnies. Those little kids was Johnnies. The little girl turned into a blueberry. He said, don't eat nothing, don't touch nothing. But they didn't listen, just like the people now. Charlie, at the end of it, he goes into Willy Wonka's office, and Willy Wonka don't want to hear nothing. He writing contracts, he writing programs, and then Charlie gives him his everlasting gobstopper back. And he embraced Charlie because you know what? He realized that Charlie, through all of that, he didn't even sell his soul, man. And you know what he said? He said, you know that guy that was whispering in all them little children's ear and got them to sell their soul? You know that same guy? You know Satan works for me? You know that? He said that to Charlie, and Charlie was like, what? And then that guy came out. He had black glasses and a black suit. He looked greasy, man. I think his name was Smigglesworth or Smugsworth or something like that, man. But he worked for Willy Wonka to test the children and take their soul, man. But Charlie, he didn't sell his. He still had his. So guess what? He inherited everything We about to inherit the whole melanin chocolate factory, man. We about to inherit. We are the Charlies, man. All them other people, man. You seen how they had good jobs. You seen the little fat one, he was gluttonous. You seen the little shooter guy, the cowboy one, he was like a killer. You seen it, man. You seen the one that got stuck inside the TV, like people get stuck inside their phone, they get stuck inside their TV, the computer. You seen it. They've been telling us this for years. I can go on and break down the movies just like this, because once you start vibing high, you see the message up in everything. You hear what I'm saying? You see the message up in everything, man. It's a trip. It's like they can't make a movie without talking about us. We are the main attraction. That's why I said the gang stalking, it became funny to me when somebody told me, "You a celebrity, man." Look, I'm telling this person about gang stalking, right? He's a survivor. And I'm telling him what I'm going through and stuff like that, and he's just brushing it off like it's not nothing. And I'm like, man, this is like feeling like I'm about to die. Or go crazy or something. And he said, man, it's just how you look at it, man. Change the way how you look at it, man, and then everything is going to change. And it took me a little time, man, but once I started looking at it like how he looked at it, everything changed. So now I look at it like I'm a celebrity. I'm Charlie. I'm about to inherit the chocolate factory. You feel what I'm saying? All of the Oompa Loompas is going to work for me. And the guys and the gals, of course. But you hear what I'm saying? I started looking at it like that. And then when I see people filming me, I don't film them or nothing. I just smile or do something like this. You feel what I'm saying? And then it started becoming so stupid to me, they just stopped doing it. Or I just don't see them. You know, you don't pay attention to stupid things. Another thing that a lot of people stressed over, and I just changed the way I looked at it, and it benefited me, was the mask. At first, I hate the mask. I hated the mask. I mean, never in my life did I smell how my breath smelled, but after the mask, I started flossing and popping in mints and stuff. I didn't know my damn breath smelled like that. But, you know, the mask made it backfire, made your eyes burn a little bit, man, especially up in Phoenix. Man, I know a lot of people breath was stinking to they self, like you reap what you sow. You have to have everybody smelling your breath. Now you got to smell your own breath. So after I started popping in the mints and all of that, then I started saying, hey, I could rob this whole liquor store and they won't even know who I am. You know, I was still thinking bad. I started thinking of all the benefits of the mask in the criminal way. Oh my God, and there was just so many damn benefits of being a criminal in the time of the mask and the social distances. Man, I would have been like Zorro if I would have been really on that level. And a good benefit of wearing a mask that I know that they hated was they didn't know who you was. The gang stalkers, they had a lot of trouble, a lot of time figuring out who was who because everybody had on masks. I used to put on my mask and my hoodie and it was like I was a ghost. Like, it totally confused the gang stalkers. So I started saying, man, I like the mask. You know what? I like this mask. It's like, I'm like a ninja. Then when I'm running, doing my cardio, I have my mask on and my hoodie and all you see is this. Don't let me wear no shades, man. You won't even know who I was. And it was legal. Oh man, at first, on Monday, I was like, man, I hate these masks. And by Friday, I was like, I love these damn masks. You see how it is and you just change the way you see things? I know I'm talking too much, man. I'm out. Peace.